Check this out. It's like Superman without his underwear. Real pros don't stick to the sidewalk. This young guy spent a full $100 to bring home from a 90-year-old man's house an antique typewriter even older than his own grandfather. The old man said, "This thing is from 1923, a full 101 years old. It might have even seen the last sparks of the Industrial Revolution when the heat had not fully faded." The guy's eyes lit up right away. He held it like he found a family heirloom, saying he bought it to study. But in his heart he was thinking one thing: this 100-year-old treasure, if he can restore it to its original state, its value could multiply dozens of times. The moment the typewriter sat on the table, it looked like a 100-year-old steel skeleton left to sleep. After taking off the outer shell, the most stunning thing in the center was the radial array of type bars, dozens of thin metal arms reaching out from a circular base with character dies at the ends, like a squad of motionless steel soldiers. But these soldiers were already beaten up, covered in rust. The characters so blurry time had worn them down. The young guy took a deep breath and removed each type bar, along with the gears, levers, springs and drive shafts. Took everything apart completely. In an instant the whole desk turned into an industrial-era puzzle. The heaviest part was the typewriter mainframe. A single piece of stamped metal skeleton, covered in screw holes and mounting spots, but time had left it scarred, with rust pits and dark spots everywhere, as if time had taken bites out of it. The guy picked up a steel brush and scraper, and scraped off the loose rust bit by bit. The sound was a scratchy hiss, like shaving off 100 years of dust. Just scraping was not enough. The guy prepared a big glass container, poured in a yellow-green rust remover solution, and dipped all the small parts, screws, gears, bearings and springs into it. Tiny bubbles immediately rose to the surface of the liquid. The rust layers slowly dissolved into a dark red haze, as if these parts were going through a metal rebirth. The most critical parts were the type bars. The guy took them out and treated them separately. Each one was repeatedly cleaned, brushed and polished. The rusty black iron surface little by little revealed the silver-white metal underneath. The character dies were originally so blurry, but now they became clear and sharp again. Comparing before and after restoration, you could hardly believe they were the same parts. The paper roller could not be missed either. That whole black rubber cylinder had aged like a dry date. The guy cleaned it bit by bit and conditioned it again and again until the rubber regained its elasticity. The ribbon spools were also taken apart, cleaned, oiled and put back. The left-right synchronization mechanism was adjusted to within a hair. Restoring the keyboard base was an even bigger job. It was a long metal plate with holes all over it, rusted black. After cleaning, the guy sprayed on multiple layers of black paint, each layer applied thinly so the paint bonded to the metal, finally giving it the classic matte black look. Rebuilding the drive mechanism took the most brainpower because the gears, cams, springs and levers inside were as complex as a maze. The guy applied lubricant with painstaking detail, testing each gear mesh one by one, checking the smoothness of every bearing. Even one loose part was not acceptable. Then came the installation of the type bar support. That semicircular metal frame is the heart of the whole type bar array. The guy put each type bar back, adjusting the spacing just right to make sure they would not hit each other when striking. The paper feed system was also critically important. The roller axle had to be smooth, the metal paper guide had to be flat, the rubber rollers had to grip the paper. The guy tested repeatedly until when the paper was fed in, it felt like it was being gently guided by an invisible hand. The ribbon mechanism was the last to be reassembled. The guy put the drive shafts and spools back, adjusted the tension and the reverse mechanism. When he pressed a key, the ribbon moved as precisely as a shadow. No hesitation, no lag. After all the internal parts were adjusted, only then did he get to painting the outer shell. A spray of matte black paint, and the whole machine looked decades younger. The gold nameplate was polished and put back on top, shining with the same elegance and pride from 100 years ago. At the final moment, the guy slid a sheet of paper into the roller, pressed a key, and heard a crisp click. The type bar struck the paper cleanly and sharply, leaving a clear, crisp character. In that instant, a smile finally appeared on the guy's face. Seeing this, the whole restoration process was coming to an end. As the old saying goes, liking the video is a kindness, not liking it is just fine too. Craftsmen work from dawn to dusk every day, putting all their heart into these old things. It's really not easy. Since you have watched all the way to this point, I believe you would also like to give a little encouragement to the craftsman. So what score would you give this guy's skill? After the restoration, this 100-year-old typewriter, how much do you think it is worth now? If you have a guess, feel free to tell me in the comments.